So, welcome to day 2 of the Dongle Dactacular week. Woo! Holo wallpaper. Did you know they're making a new adaptation? They're not making a season 3. Those motherfuckers. They're making a whole new one. Hopefully, that doesn't stop after 2, or the internet will kill everyone. Anyway, last week or yesterday, it doesn't matter if you're seeing this way in the future. We did these 4. The Xduoo Link, the Acme name, the DD Hi-Fi TC44A, and the FIO K3. So now we're starting this video on the Shanling UA3. Now, where do you know the name Shanling? Portable players, DAPs. Who makes the best sounding DAPs? Shanling. Every time there's a FIO that I could sell in the yard sale and keep a Shanling, I do it. I got the X8, I think I sold the X6 Pro. Did I sell the X6? I hope I didn't. Anyway, so here's their dongle DAC, which brings us over the $100 mark. All these were under $100. Now we're at $109. Cute little wire, not as cute as the FIO. The FIO has the best wire so far, but the unit is a good shape. It's rounded, and we get 3 buttons. So we're now back. This had buttons, no button, no button, no button, buttons again. We've got a little indicator that's blue. Apparently this will handle up to 768 or DSD 512, which I think is absolutely absurd. No one needs that on their portable to sit in a bus stop or on a plane with the pressures. You're never going to hear that. But buttons nonetheless. So you get very well indicated up and down, and then play, pause, double press for next track. Spiss dandy. It has nearly a 1/4 volt. Turns out the FIO also has about a 1/4 volt through the balance, and this has 211 milliwatts out of the balance. So wholly powerful, just a little bit more than the FIO, all the power. And as far as sound signature goes, because these two were warm, this was sort of like neutral or fine. This didn't have a flavor, and this was like very, very clean neutral. And this sounds like a Shanling DAP. And I don't know how to describe it because I'm currently using the Acoustic Research planars. These are like a one-off. They didn't sell many of them. They were like $500, and I love them dearly, and you can't find them. See, let's try to link them in the description, you idiot. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, these sound like a Shanling player. Whatever Shanling does, it's got this like, I don't want to say warmth, but it's got it's weird placement of sound it does. It isn't just like, oh, it sounds wide or it sounds narrow. It does this wonderful, Shanling amps always, which I guess I'm talking about Shanling amps since I'm talking about a Shanling DAC, yeah, it's a dongle. Quickly open the page. This has the AKM AK4493 SEQ DAC with dual Rycore RT69 63 amplification chips. Don't know what any of that means. Doesn't matter. It's $109. Buy one. Starting this review off day 2 of like, well, just buy the Shanling. Because if you ever wanted to know what a Shanling DAP sounds like a full Android player for like $700, spend $100 and you get like 85% of the amplification of that out of whatever phone you want. I am currently using the Doogie S98 Pro for this. And the wonderful part is you can shut the screen off and still control everything. Louder, you say? Like, how loud? Like, oh my God. Yeah, no, that bass is Shanling bass. I don't know how to describe it other than like somehow more powerful yet cleaner than most things. It's not warm. These two are still warmer and might even be a sound signature I prefer for a lot of things. But this sounds like a Shanling DAP, like an expensive Shanling DAP. It's doing some weird fucking magic that just makes me want to listen to it. Blink, blink. Did it break? Oh, it was just delayed. I blame the phone for this. So yeah, I don't, oh God. This is the first Shanling one. I think that this is like the dark horse of this group because I've heard FIO ones before. DD Hi-Fi was the previous winners of like the best sounding dongle. Xduos are always like competent. We're getting to a more expensive Xduoo next. DD Hi-Fi was, Acme is the new one. This is the new one. It's just that it's unfortunate wire it comes with. So yeah, no, this Shanling is it's top tier shit. This is some top tier fucking dongleness going in there. And it's nice and light. All of these, by the way, have, except for this one. This one's just 4.4, but all of these have 3.5 and 4.4. And it does come with a little adapter in case you want to plug it into your laptop or your computer. Hell, you can use this on your main PC as your sound card and be fucking satisfied. So I'm going to stop now, spend some time with the Xduoo Link 2 Balanced, and we'll see how that fights. That was, by the way, Les Champs. Wow, there's a lot of accent marks. Big E accent mark, L-Y-S, little E accent mark, E. Bobby Charles. Don't know. Sounded amazing. So, the Link 2 Balanced. The most powerful we've gotten so far, 270 milliwatts. And I'm going to unplug this one. Beautiful cable. Almost as nice as the Fio. Oh, it's just the heads are a little bit like, I'm talking like 2 millimeters bigger. So the Fio might still be winning, but this is a damn fucking close second as far as like small, nice, polite wire. That's what I like. The unit is glass on both sides. We've got big red motherfucking button that's like play pause. Double tap for next track. There is no triple tap so far that goes back. Again, that could be the fault of using Telegram to play music and not like a program. You get your volume rocker here, up and down. Works smoothly. You got the other side, you actually have options. One is a USB type switch, which is UAC 2.0 or UAC 1.0. I have it on 2.0. Apparently 1.0 is like if you want to plug it into like an Xbox, one of those that uses the older or lesser USB standardization. You can switch that, which this would make fucking an Xbox sound amazing. And then you have the normal or turbo mode, which you can guess what that is. Normal mode is low, like IEMs and quiet things, or fucking planar headphones that you absolutely shouldn't take portable. Turbo mode, 1/4 watt, or more than 1/4 watt. As far as sound, once I switched it into turbo mode, because I started without turbo mode, and I was like, oh, this is fucking pretty good, man. This is definitely a leap over the original Link 1. And then I put it into turbo mode, and it opened up completely. It's definitely forward, like as far as sound signature goes. It's not the Shanling, and it's not warm like this. I would mostly compare it to the Fio for like that extremely clean. Like it has enough power that if you throw a bass note at it, it's like warm, but it's not like exaggeratory. Double click. Double click that again. Double click. Yeah, it's so loud. Like, let's bring that to like halfway. Now we're getting into like power. So yeah, the signal to noise ratio, this song has like 10 seconds of silence. And I was playing it, I heard shh, then I pause and it goes down. Shh. So it's so quiet as far as like noise. I'll know more noise when I go with in the third day, tomorrow's video. I'll be doing the Ehrman Calabri, and I'll be going back with all of these with super sensitive IEMs, the Xduoo Zen Pros, and I'll be giving them marks on how their noise floor is, because that's important, because most of these are going to be used for something like IEMs. We'll go back and do that. But with these headphones, which are extremely hard to drive, it's just, We do get one LED here. It's red currently. I'm sure that will tell me all sorts of the... These are the things I can do without Zeo singing. Okay, I won't anymore. Yeah, no, this is now we're getting into at $150, what this costs. Now we're starting to break through the price barrier where it's like, okay, you can start to sound like your big brothers. But the Shanling sounds like its big brothers at 109. And now the Xduoo is starting to sound like the big balanced units, the big heavy portables running off the battery on the phone. Oh yeah. So far none of these sound like shit. That's a wonderful thing. That's good news for everyone here, because you can just pick whichever one you think is best. Zeos, just tell me which one's the best and I'll buy that one. Fuck you. I'm not doing that work for you. That's your work. You figure out what's best for you. Do you want buttons that control it? Do you want the nicer wire? Do you want it to look like that? Do you want it to have a Shanling sound? Do you want it to have like a really just competent, like clean, neutral? Because that's what this is. This is clean, neutral sound. With a gain switch. The gain switch is nice. God, I want to listen to everything that's on this fucking phone. Wait, it's downloading one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Yeah, no, that's 100%. That's a 100% sound quality is perfect. So now to the one that everyone's been sucking the dick of, we'll move on to the MoonRiver 2. Well, that is a well-deserved dick sucking. So we move on to the MoonRiver 2 by Moondrop. Now, Moondrop makes amazing IEMs. Per none. Some of the best, like, oh, is it a Moondrop IEM? It's probably great. It's probably fucking great. I don't even have to review it. Like, oh, what's it called? Moondrop and Dark Shadow. Fuck, it's probably great. It's probably fucking great. But a dongle DAC, I'm like, what? And it makes sense. If you're going to do IEMs, you might as well sell the thing that's going to amplify it. But this is a first run. It's like their first run. And they knew to put the waifu on the fucking box. Actually, she's not on the box. Is she on the box? She is on the box, on the back. But they knew that Zeos is going to get reviewing on it. You might want to put a waifu on it. And then not just one waifu. She's there 4 times. We're back to warmth. The warmth and like creaminess that I got out of the DD Hi-Fi and the Acme make it $190 because that's what the MoonRiver 2 costs. Was there a MoonRiver 1, by the way? I don't know. Make it this weird fucking design. I might do a close-up with the camera later at the end in the 3rd video, where they like design the case to only go around the components and then sink down, and it's all aluminum. We've got a display on the back showing the Cirrus Logic chips and the amps, how it's actually laid out internally, with the DD USB and everything. You have 2 buttons, and you could see that they were the same size button, and then they went, wait a second, people aren't going to be able to figure out which is up volume and which is down volume. So they just chopped away like 50% of one of the buttons to make it a smaller button. They just so you feel a big button, and your volume goes up, and you feel a little button, and your volume goes down. That's someone who looked at a product and went, we can improve this with just a little tweak. Because if it was just the same button, I'd be complaining that it's you can't tell it high and low. Maybe I wouldn't even have complained. Can I just need to look at the power, because I just need to look at the power. Hold on. Where's the power? Don't give me this bullshit. Where's the power? This, by the way, is from Shenzhen Audio. Shenzhen and someone else. They actually have 2 of these. I will get the link to whoever else sent it to me. I apologize for not having it like open right now. Because, let's see, 4 volts high. It's not going to tell me, is it? It's not going to tell me the fucking power. Deafeningly loud it gets. And this does have a high-low gain switch. You push both volume buttons at the same time, you've changed the gain. And it's quite fast, which I could complain about a little bit, I think. Because, like, I was inaudible background noise. We'll check that tomorrow. On low gain, I could run this perfectly fine. And on high gain, it's like, oh, do you want to die? I kind of want Moondrop to make a full-size DAP now. This is the most expensive of the group before we jump out of the dongles and into the Calabri. But holy God. Yes. Like, it's bringing the flavor town back to my fucking world. Problem is, only 1 set of buttons for volume. There's your LED. Interesting ass wire. It's got a see-through USB-C dongle wire. It's short, which is nice, but it also doesn't. It's a ribbon, which is almost as nice as like having this. Look how much longer that is. You know what? The head's not that big. I was gonna complain a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. I can accept this. I can accept this wire. It's interesting to see the actual connections in there, but only 2 buttons. So if you want to play or unplay or next track, got to turn on your phone. These are the price you pay for fucking sound quality, apparently, as they make it annoying. Because I thought holding down one of the volume buttons would be like, oh, maybe you hold it down, it's next track. No, if you hold it down, it just gets really fucking loud. Like really loud. Like really... It's a quiet-ass song for Mr. Robot. If we hold it down, it zooms down. This is a good DAP. It's a good dongle DAP. Really good. Like better sound. Like it's not just like, oh, it sounds warm. It changes. We've got soundstage changes. We've got positional audio changes. Some shit happened with the imaging. I'm like, ooh, that's better than normality. Like this sounds normal and good for normal. This sounds exceptional. I don't think we're getting to the Death on Ray Honey territory yet, but that ain't far off from like what I like. If I had to pull 3 of these out of the mix right now, for like which ones Zeos would I listen to, be the Acme, the DD Hi-Fi, and the MoonRiver, because that's the kind of sound I want out of things. I want you to sort of like just smooth everything out. Don't remove detail. That's not what I'm talking about. People get so fucking confused. Oh, you wanted to just dull everything out. No, fuck you. That's dumb. There's something that like a Class A amplifier does that isn't like removing detail, but it like buttery smooths everything. The bass notes on this, if I hit up a random song with a bass note. Philip Glass. Skip forward. Yeah, no, this has all the power in the world. And I wish I knew how many powers, but it's got a lot of them. Did you say it in the waifu book? Maybe the waifu book has it. I just can't get... Oh, yeah. 0.5 watt. Okay. 500 milliwatts. The waifu has told me. Yeah, so that's twice as powerful as everything else on the fucking table. Like, this is 270, so it's not quite 540, but 500. That means you're gonna murder my battery on this phone. Which luckily this is the this phone, so the battery will last forever. But yeah, no, this is this MoonRiver fucking. And here, if we push the 2 buttons, red light now instead of yellow. And it got a little quieter, a little bit softer. Still loud enough to be as loud as you'd ever need these headphones to fucking go. And then you push the 2 buttons again, and now it's high gain. I don't know how I'm gonna like this shape. That's from that's Philip Glass. Did the soundtrack for the Truman Show. Great soundtrack. Go listen to the Truman Show. So yeah, I'm gonna stop it here. On the MoonRiver 2, MoonRiver, Moondrop presents MoonRiver 2. That's a dumb. All of these have been better than I expected them. I sit down, like the Xduoo's sound is very clean and neat. The Fio was a powerhouse for under 100, so I got it. The buttons are super convenient. Like the Shanling sounds like a Shanling DAP. This MoonRiver is sort of fucking people up. So now, tomorrow, Calabri versus everything else, and we'll see if it's worth $333, because that one has a battery built in, which makes it like a slightly different thing, which is why it's getting its own day. And then we'll just go over everything with the IEMs and make sure everything's beautiful. So thank you for watching. Tomorrow will be another video. Yesterday was another video. Check out Patreon and subscribe for all the shit. Download the wallpaper, and yeah.